Hello and welcome to another Trailside Dukes podcast. Thanks for being here with us. Hello to the Dukes crew fans and the members. Anything you want to say to the Dukes crew team, Tony?
How's it going, Nate?
Okay. Hey, we've got some exciting stuff to talk about today. We've got a state champion that we're going to talk about. We've got some college football action. And don't forget, we do have our podcast polls. So if you want to be a participant on the polls, this week's question is, who's going to win the World Series? You get either Texas Rangers or the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Go Arizona.
And that's it. So right now, they're actually playing while we are doing the show. So series at the moment is tied 1-1. So we'll see who wins there. But definitely cast your vote. And we'll see who's in the lead by the next time we do the next show.
Okay.
The paintball poll is over, so you don't have to worry about that one anymore.
It's happening.
I don't know.
But now, I thought we had the poll where it shoot you from 5 feet, 10 feet, or 15 feet.
Oh, well, we need to set that one up, I think. And there, I don't know if there will even be a 5-foot choice.
Yeah.
Maybe a 0 after it. At least a 0.
Okay. Well, you're getting shot.
I don't know. The fans have spoken, haven't they?
Yes, they have, Corey.
More exciting news than me getting shot is to, maybe check out the Trailside Dukes website for some garb for that special someone this holiday season. The holidays are coming up.
It's coming up. Halloween's going to be over soon, and then we're on to Thanksgiving, which is Christmas time, and get a nice candle, a nice t-shirt, a nice hat. Spread the Dukes crew love. Why not?
Yep. So hop on there, get your merch, and show that special someone how much you love them.
That's right. I know you could use a candle in your bathroom, Corey.
I could probably use more than one after this last week of football games and chili and IPAs and So maybe, you know what? That's a good idea. If you are thinking about the candles, maybe purchase more than one.
Yeah. Comes in handy.
There's about 5 different scents that you can choose from as well. So that's kind of handy.
For sure.
Well, maybe we start off with, I think maybe we start off with the most exciting news with the Coeur d'Alene cross-country team.
Yeah, I mean, for people around the Coeur d'Alene area, the boys cross-country team won state. They've participated in a bunch of national meets. Won a big one in Oregon a few weeks ago, and now winning state. Like, they're top 10 in the country, state champions. Super proud of those boys. Ton of good kids on that team, hard workers and just grinders, and pretty proud of them.
When you go for a run, because I mean, thinking of them winning state, it kind of fires you up and probably makes you want to run. So when you go for a run, what do you do?
I can't tell you the last time.
Do you just run to the bar?
I don't go for a run. We can ask Nick how he feels about running, right?
Oh, well,
that's why we mountain bike. Better on your knees.
Yeah?
I don't run.
Okay. So I don't run.
Tip my hat to those kids. Either. Yeah, they run far.
That's pretty amazing. I think I remember them winning state back when I kind of like near the beginning years of me teaching, I think. When I was teaching at the high school there, they won that year.
Yep.
I can't remember exactly which year it was, but it was more than 10 years ago.
Right.
So
it's been a long time coming.
It's been a while. So kudos to those boys and the coaches. I mean, a lot of hard work there.
Servy Skinner boys, Reitz kid, just a bunch of great kids on that team. Fun.
Yeah. So lots of exciting stuff there. Also exciting stuff in college football this week. A lot of different movement. We're going to focus a little more on the Big Sky and also Air Force. I mean, somebody was a little upset that we weren't given the Air Force love. So here we go. I mean, Air Force, they won their game against Colorado State. They won the Ram Falcon Trophy.
Yeah,
Tony.
It's a big in-state, competition between those guys, right? So for the Air Force, for them to beat Colorado State, who I watched them play Colorado, right? And Colorado State hung with Colorado.
Right.
Colorado, I thought, was lucky to pull that one out against Colorado State. Good team. And so, the Falcons just keep on rolling. Undefeated, ranked. What are they ranked at, Corey?
17 now after this week.
17 in the nation. That's pretty impressive. We've got a Coeur d'Alene kid that plays for them, Jackson Cohall. And so super proud of those guys.
Yeah, that's awesome. Big stuff. They're moving.
Go Air Force. Maybe we could set up something with them and you, Corey. Maybe they do something like Air Force related to you.
I would rather do something with... I feel safer doing something with them, like jumping out of a plane, than getting shot by you with a paintball gun.
Yeah. Well, I know they've done some trainings. Jackson's
Let's do it.
Pretty tight with
go.
Jack, and I know they've done some trainings with what do you call it? The laser guns. The electrical shoot you and then you get shot.
You want me to get tased?
Taser.
I'm not doing that. Why does everything involve pain? Your ideas involve me being in pain.
I like it. It's fun.
I've been in enough pain around you.
I've seen you crash on your mountain bike a few times. Yes, you broke a helmet. I gave you one of my old helmets.
I'm on my third helmet, so helmet save.
Yeah.
And then your friends just want to punish you even more afterwards, I guess. So I don't know.
Why not?
Let's see. WSU loses again. I think that was their fourth loss in a row, right? UW wins, and then WSU is losing. I mean, we
need a run game.
We were just talking a few weeks ago how awesome they were doing, and
they started 4-0. They were ranked nationally, and
had a lot of talk.
Now they've lost their last 4, and so they're struggling. They need a run game and some defense, and we'll see what happens.
It almost seems like every year there's this term couged it. Right? They couged it.
Yeah.
And it used to be during the games, but this is more of a season moment where they've couged it. So that's all I've got on them. I don't know. Maybe they can turn it around.
Have you ever met Coach Donovan?
I have friends that have graduated from there, and I do know Coach Donovan.
He's big, and he played for the Cougs, and so I would be a little sensitive right now.
I'm fine with that, but you got to turn it around. You got to play, right? Let's go.
You could get hurt way more than a paintball by Coach Donovan. I'm just saying.
He's a good guy. Good dude. Yeah. I appreciate him.
Don't make him mad.
This has nothing to do with him. This has to do with WSU. He needs to turn it around. They need to turn it around.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Somebody that was able to turn it around after a loss and a bye week is U of I.
Vandals.
Yeah.
Big win.
They had a big win against number 2 Montana State University, and that was a wild game down to the end.
You were at that one too.
I went down there with friends, and it came down to last second field goal, and it was missed by Montana State, and then U of I was able to kneel the ball and run out the clock. And I'll tell you what. This Montana State kicker, he has got to be the biggest dude, almost the biggest dude on that team.
D lineman type?
He's just tall. He's just taller than most of the people on the team, but he is not skinny. He is solid. So, yeah, if he was a D-line guy, he'd be like Edge or something. He is big, and when
he's got a big leg.
When he kicked, it was just like a rocket. It wasn't much loft and going up. It was just
Bam.
Boom, and one of them got blocked earlier in the game. So
wow, that's big.
2 field goal misses. U of I wins by 4 points. That's a big swing, and I'm not saying it's all him, but he stood out to me. He was a beast of a kicker.
They were averaging 200 plus yards a game, and the Vandals held them underneath that. No team they've played has done that. So that was a big defensive effort by the Vandals to shut down the Bobcats. That's huge.
Yeah, the Bobcats were rolling. So. Yep. Another team that got a win was Montana, the Grizz. They took on Northern Colorado, and
they killed them.
Yeah, it was 40-something to 0.
Northern Colorado's not good.
So now what's going to happen is Montana State plays Montana next weekend, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's huge.
U of I will play Northern Colorado. So... so Montana against Montana State. That's always a big rivalry game, so that one will be interesting as well.
Yep. Huge game. Fun.
Well, I think that about wraps up, the beginning part of the show.
We're talking about scary stuff, Corey. And
Okay.
Halloween is like
Halloween is around the corner.
Right?
What do you got?
I had to bring out my Packers zombie.
Okay,
right?
what is the story behind this guy?
I just found him on the front porch one day. He just crawled up there. It was a few Halloweens ago, and somehow this zombie Packers fan just kind of crawled up there, and
He showed up?
yeah.
Like somebody left him there for
What do
you.
you think of him? He's kind of cute, isn't he? Yeah.
He kind of looks.
Give
He's missing his
shots
shoe.
to Matt Marino.
He's missing a shoe.
Yeah.
He's missing some teeth. He looks a little
Yeah.
zombie-eyed. Kind of looks like you after a couple of wild nights.
Yeah, I mean, did you ever watch The Walking Dead? Did you like that show?
I haven't watched it. I'm not a big fan of that show. It's not. Those kind of shows aren't my thing. So
My wife and I got
not
into
big.
it, the first season, this and that, because it's just an alternative world, right? But
Right.
after a while, it's like there's not really any fun things that happen in a zombie show. It's kind of depressing after a while.
I would assume so, right?
Just depressing.
Yeah.
Yep, people are grimy. There's zombies running around. You know what I mean? Like,
It's not like a happy world if that's going
it's
on.
not
I'm
happy.
guessing.
Yeah, so we stopped watching it, but I like Zombie Packer fan. He's fun.
Is that what you call him? Like that's his name, Zombie Packer fan?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
got
Super
it.
fun.
Are you gonna dress up at all for Halloween? Is that something you normally do?
It's a work. It's on a weeknight. There's not really a party thing, so we're gonna we like hanging out and passing candy out to the kids.
Me
I don't
too.
know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Do you get dressed up for that?
It just kind of depends. Sometimes not. It just depends on what's going on. Kind of like you said, I used to dress up. I used to like dressing up, for the kids and everything, make it more
for
fun
sure.
and all that. So did that for a long time. But now that my children are older, no, I don't really do that. And I do love seeing the kids come to the door, especially the little ones,
Super
like all
fun.
all the superhero kids and the boys, and then the girls and the princess outfits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Super
fun.
fun.
It's cute. So
Yeah.
I really love that. I think that's super fun. So
I agree.
give them, and then I let them choose. Sometimes I let the little ones choose what they want.
Yeah.
And they get all excited. They're like, oh, cool, that guy's awesome. So.
Fun. Corey, like I do have my old fat bastard outfit just over here.
Here it is.
We got the belly.
Wow.
I mean, we got the
Let me
belly.
get out of the way as you show
And
this
we got,
off.
we got the kilt. If you do want to put on a little.
So
Oi,
fat-
right then.
It looks like
I don't remember eating any corn.
Fat Bastard's kilt is basically
It's a big wraparound.
It's like it's the size of a bed sheet.
It's actually a sheet, which
Oh,
I cut in. And
but
then
it
you
probably
can,
barely fits
Then you
Fat
can make
Bastard.
it into the, it's got to go over the belly and stuff. And
Right.
so, like, we could just, like, do this
You
little
want me to
sash
just-
thing for like, that's how
Just-
the start of the, the fat bastard.
I feel like I should
I
call.
bet you Rory.
I feel like
Rory would
should
that.
call the troops to war now.
Was Rory Scottish or Irish? I can't remember. What was he mad about that I called him an Irishman?
He's
Scottish, but he's Irish.
Yeah,
All right. Aye, right then, Corey.
lads.
Aye.
Today we fight. Hold the line.
Do you know what a Scottish kiss is?
Yes. You want me to show you?
Yes. Oh, headbutt. Settle
You
down.
maybe got me fired up with
Dude,
this.
that looks good on you.
Should I? Okay. I
like it.
There you go.
Okay.
We'll have this on.
Nice.
Well, should we move on to some Carol Corner?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So the Fighting Saints women's team, with the crazy winter coming early last week, had some games delayed against the University of Providence in Great Falls, and they just got that in, and they beat them 7-0. And that's kind of a shellacking in
Wow.
soccer, right?
Yeah.
It's not a football. If that was a football score, you'd say that was close.
Right. Yeah, this is not close for
Not close.
soccer. No, 7-0 is demanding.
Yep. So they
Good
kicked
for
butt
them.
there, kind of last game of the season, and now they're going on into playoffs, and we're going to have to give some more details as those are announced. We just don't have those at this point.
They don't have anything up yet. I tried looking on the site, and we'll know more later, I guess. And there's probably still some teams qualifying. So.
Yep. Volleyball wrapping up, men's soccer wrapping up. So the fall sports, other than football, which knock on wood, we're gonna talk about that next. But some of those fall sports wrapping up, going into playoffs. So it'll be fun to kind of follow and see how those teams are doing.
Right. Yeah. Good luck in the playoffs. Here we go.
Yep.
Okay.
And hey, just a friendly reminder again, pumping the Tricia McCullough fundraiser, December 16th. You'll see a little graphic up here, but at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds, it's a feast, it's a dance. You would look good dancing in that Scottish outfit.
I might have to bring it.
Right. Well, like a true Scotchman, they don't wear underwear under their kilt. So, we might.
Do you think that would make more people want to come to the fundraiser event?
Probably not. That probably wouldn't help that. But, you could go as a Scotchman, but just be careful how you dance. You know
We'll
what I mean?
see.
Like, I wouldn't, be pulling too many disco moves.
Okay.
But, yeah, important fundraiser, Kootenai County Fairgrounds, and then the big raffle for some firearms.
That's right.
Yep.
December 16th.
Fun.
Okay.
Okay. Let's move on into some more F's.
Oh, so football,
Fishing,
and
firearms. Right.
So that's Montana. You guys were in Southern Oregon, though.
Southern Oregon for the Fightin' Saints football game. And what's crazy is before last year, the Saints hadn't won in Ashland since 2001. So they kind of have thank you, Corey. They kind of have and everybody talks about it. It's kind of this mystique about, for whatever reason, sometimes teams have this, is tough to win at Southern Oregon University. And so they beat them last year, first time since it happened since 2001. Southern Oregon University kind of had their number for a number of years. They broke that last year, but you're going back in this year. And the Saints pulled out a big win.
Nice.
Yep. So 21-13. Jack Perka threw a couple touchdown passes. They also scored a defensive touchdown.
Hey, there we go.
Another one of those.
Nice.
Pick
They're
six.
scoring some touchdowns on defense.
Yeah, totally.
That's been awesome.
So Dax Graham made a huge play off of a screen, and they're down by 8 points. SOU drives the ball, has a couple passes, get into Saints territory. They're in the red zone, and less than a minute left. And that Saints defense, I'm telling you what, those boys know how to come together, bend but don't break, and they just grind. And
They held them, huh?
Pretty impressive.
All right, then.
Hey, Corey.
Hold the line.
Yep. So super cool, right? And so the Saints, who were ranked top 20, they were ranked number 11, and I don't know how you win a game and you drop. This might be I'm mad, but whatever. So they are number 12. And coming into Helena is Montana Western. Montana Western has had a really good season. They lost their quarterback of a number of years last year to graduation with Jun, but now they've got a new kid, and he can ball, he can throw, run. They've got a good rushing game and a solid defense. Montana Western is ranked number 13 in the nation, so this is a huge battle, 12 versus 13. This is the third time in the season that the Saints have played a team that's one spot behind them. So they played St. Thomas earlier in the season and Montana Tech that were just one behind them in the polls. And now they're going to do that again with Montana Western. So it's a huge battle, huge game as the Saints kind of just, continue their journey on this, on this pretty special season, special group of kids. And come on out to Carroll and see a battle Saturday.
Yeah. Fun. Well, maybe that drop, one spot in the polls, maybe that's just another chip you can put on your shoulder, right? Use it as extra motivation to show, the people that do that,
Well, hey, I just want to continue on with this Fighting Saints because I have 2 awesome interviews.
Oh, yes.
Yep. So Dax Graham, he's the kid that made the pick 6.
Yes.
Super fun.
Cool. You were able to interview him after the game?
After the game. Yep.
Awesome.
And then I got a pregame interview, which I haven't done one of those before.
Wow,
but
you're branching out,
I
Tony.
know.
With
But
your
the
reporting
fans,
skills.
the fans of the Saints are going to know this name, Matt Burgess, longtime running back for the Saints. He just graduated. He's got an engineering job in the Ashland, Oregon area. He's from that area.
Oh, so he's down there for the game.
Yep, he was down there as a fan. Kind of, for him is kind of weird, but I got a great interview with Matt, just talking about, his glory days with the Saints, kind of a little bit where he's at right now, and then, obviously I've asked both the boys, like, philosophy statement, which is always fun to hear about,
fun.
like,
See
their
where they're
life
at.
thing.
Yeah.
So, we will, should we roll those?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Okay. Okay. Trailside Dukes here with Dax Graham. Dax, you made a huge play today. Can you describe that?
Oh man, I read the little screen coming, and then when he overthrew that thing, I was like, oh, that's mine. It took off down the field. Everyone's yelling sideline, but you know what? I saw the field and I cut. Took it to the house, man, then I blacked out, didn't know what was going on. So excited, first time ever, first pick 6. Oh,
it was a freaking great play.
Oh, it was awesome, gives me chills.
Huge.
Yeah.
So, talk about, this game, you know what I mean? It's hard to win here at Southern Oregon University. And you guys pull this one out. It's a big step forward. Tell me about it.
I think, Southern's a big win. Coming 16 hours, I mean, we ended up flying, but it's a long drive, early mornings. We had to stay locked in. They're a tough athletic team, a lot of athletes out of California. I mean, and they're pretty chippy. So we came, brought the juice today. Feels good. Moving on to Western, feels good to be 7-1. It's hard to do, so it's a big confidence booster. Got to keep it rolling.
You guys are a special team. This defense, you know what I mean? Bend don't break, and when your back's against the wall, your character shows up big time. Any shout outs just with stuff other players on today?
Oh man, yeah. Shout out to our D line. We're putting them in a 70 front the whole game. Man, they don't got any help. They're stopping the run, pass rushing. They're doing their whole thing. Hunter Peck, Suero, Denavion, all of those boys, and then all my Bs, man, all the safeties and corners were doing our thing. I mean, a couple balls got let up, but kept them under us and made the tackles and finished strong. So that last fourth down stop, man, that's big time for the defense. Huge. Big confidence booster.
Huge. Well, you're a stud, man. Love watching you play, and go Saints, baby.
Hell yeah, go Saints.
Nice work, Dax.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby. Okay, Trailside Dukes here in Ashland, Oregon for the big SOU game. And we have a legendary guest, just a stud running back for Carroll College. Unfortunately, he's not playing anymore. He's moved on to his next chapter of life. Matt Burgess, how the heck are you, man?
I'm doing good.
It's awesome. What are you doing right now?
I'm a civil engineer up in Eugene, working with water resources.
It's awesome, man. You put that degree to use.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big deal. Good lesson for the Carroll College athletes and students. Get that degree and let's be successful in life.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's awesome, man. Now, hey, Matt, let's talk about your time at Carroll College. What were some highlights? What were some funny stories? I know I'm putting you on the spot here, but just rattling anything off, man.
Oh, I'd say definitely highlights. Just being a part of the team, being around all the guys, and then all the funny stories that just come off of that, just random stuff that happens, just being around the team, and yeah.
Well, you were a huge part of Carroll's success. Huge part, man. And I know, talking to Jack, my son, and some of the younger guys, that you led by example. You were a tough SOB, hard runner, tough to bring down, and, your leadership is missed. Obviously, as seniors go by, new guys fill in, but you're a huge part of it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there a particular game in your career that stands out?
I would say my senior year, last year, came down here at SOU. It was my last game ever played in Oregon, and I had a bunch of my high school friends come down, a bunch of family come down, so it was just a great atmosphere playing here. It was, probably my most fun and most memorable game.
Well, and we won that game, right?
did.
And
We
there
won
were
that
there were a lot of Carroll games here at SOU that we didn't win. Like Jack's freshman game, we came back, they pulled it out at the end. But your senior year, and I remember seeing the stands with your buddies just cheering it on. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, they were being awesome, being loud, and bringing the energy.
Right, because you live in the area, right?
Yeah, about 3 hours north.
Where'd you play high school?
Sheldon.
Awesome, man. Is there, like, I'm still gonna kind of push in, like, just something funny, we got to keep it kind of PG, Matt, but like just some funny story, locker room, field, something with the guys.
I cannot think of anything right now.
About
I
that.
Let me think about that.
You think about that. So, like, do you have any advice for, like, players listening that just, like, they lost last week to CFI, which freaking hurts, right? Hurts, but they're still in a good shape. Like last year, we had lost a couple early games, grinded out, went on a big streak, won the Frontier Conference, was so close, in the first playoff game. And but like, you got any words of wisdom for these guys?
Just put your head down, keep working. You never know what's gonna happen. CFI could go out and lose. We went out. You never know week to week who can beat who. So just keep your head down, keep working hard, and control what you can control.
That's good, man. That's good. Okay. Anything else funny sticking in your head?
I cannot think of it. I can't think of anything right now.
That's okay. So, Matt, like, I love to, like, pull on people that we interview about, like, just a life philosophy. Some people have, like, said, religious, spiritual things, a quote. Is there something that sticks out in your mind just to share with people?
I definitely say I have more of a life philosophy. If you work hard, good things will come to you. It will happen, and I believe even with the spiritual stuff that plays into it.
Yeah.
Because religion's all about being disciplined, working hard, working towards your faith, and then in life, if you're working hard, working towards your goals, and not giving up and keep going, good things will come to you.
Yeah. I've had just a handful of opportunities to hang out with your dad. I love him. He was just telling me about hunting in Canada, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Hunting in Canada, and he's excited that he's saying next year you're going with him.
Maybe. See if I get the time off.
Okay.
Gotta get the time off.
Well, let me
first.
know. I got friends in Canada. You know what I mean? If you need some Molson Canadians, I can get you hooked up.
Perfect.
But, like, what kind of, like, lessons, how's your dad, your parents been just a part of your life?
From an early age, they always taught us just work hard. Just keep working hard and never stop.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I can see it's ingrained in you, Matt. I love you, man. I miss seeing you playing, but it's so awesome to see you and know you're doing well.
Thank you.
You got it, man. Thank you.
Let's go get them.
You just gave it to me because I'm going to break all the rules right now and just jump right into I'm mad, even without the segment.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Like, C of I wins a game and they move up a spot, and Carroll wins a game and they move down a spot. Like, I'm mad. That is garbage. That's baloney, Corey. You know what I mean? Like,
sounds like you're mad.
There's coaches. They take, like, coaches poll from 4 coaches of each conference. And you know what? Those coaches, I guess, from the Frontier League are giving no respect to the Saints.
Is this your challenge flag you'd like to review?
Something
Throw the challenge flag.
Like,
whoa.
But you know what? I agree with you. Like, if I'm playing for the Saints, I'm PO'd. I'm ticked off. And,
right.
You just threw some disrespect on us. And I'm this will work in their favor because there's going to be some anger and bitterness coming out. And I'm sure there's a lot of parents of Saints players that are going like just as mad as me. So
sure.
We're gonna get a kumbaya going in the parking lot.
You might need one right now.
Yeah, we need a little kumbaya to like calm down and like I'm mad, and it's unbelievable. So
on the flip side of that, though, I know you're mad, but
I'm mad.
Flip side of that, it's just a ranking. Who cares, right? There's some of that, right?
I get
Sometimes
it.
people say that.
Yeah,
it's like,
the Saints win this Saturday. We're not talking about the next week.
Right.
They win this Saturday.
Yeah,
Everything takes care of itself. But
sure, if I'm a player, I'm using it for sure.
Use it, baby.
You know who else is mad?
Who else?
Let's check and see who wrote in.
Okay.
All right, so we have the fabulous Taylor Swift.
She wrote into the show.
She wrote in. She's mad. Do you have any idea why she might be mad?
I don't know. Maybe
Before I read it?
her record sales have gone down. I don't know. What's
I don't
up?
know if she's mad
I don't
about-
think
I don't
that's
think
true.
that's happening.
I think her record sales are like going off the charts. So
Says-
what's she mad about?
Says here, hey, Perka and Corey, love listening to you guys. You guys are doing awesome. Hello, Dukes crew. Hey, I'm mad this week. My boyfriend and his team went into Denver and lost a put-away game. Should have been easy for them to win. Somehow they lost. Now I'm mad. Keep up the great work, boys. We'll see you soon. I guess she's going to see us soon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Maybe we
I
can
don't
get
know.
Taylor on the show.
Well,
Do a
that'd be
little-
pretty cool.
We could do a little singing trio thing with her.
I understand, Taylor. That's why they play the game, right? You gotta go in, you gotta play, you gotta perform. It's not easy to get wins in any sport, and you gotta go make it happen, especially when you are the favorite. So
Yep, that's, I mean, she's a huge Chiefs fan now that she's going out with Travis Kelce, right?
right,
What is it called?
so.
Isn't there some kind of term?
I don't know.
Kelce Swifty. Is it the Swifty?
Well, the Swifties are her followers, her fan
they're
base, right?
Are you
Yeah.
a Swifty?
Well, I'm not I would say no.
Okay.
I would say no because
You're not. That's not.
I'm
your
not
style of
like
music.
all in. I really liked her older beginning stuff. I liked that kind of stuff, and she's fine. I'm love you, Taylor. So
Well, she's
Yeah.
listening to the show, which
right,
is cool.
yeah, she's a big fan. So now I'm a fan. So I guess I am a Swiftie. Maybe we both are.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hang in there. The Chiefs are a really good team. Crazy
bounce
that
back,
they,
Taylor.
crazy that
It'll be
they lost
okay.
to the Broncos, though. Hey, good for the Broncos.
Yeah, turn
if
it
you're
around.
a Broncos fan.
There we go.
That's just saved your season right
Big
there.
win. Yep. Should we see who else is mad?
Yeah, I agree.
All right, let's go to the next one. Wow, this is like celebrity guest week on the I'm Mad, Tony.
Okay.
This one's from Brian Dable, the New York Giants coach.
Okay.
So he says, hey, boys, I'm mad this week. I've been mad for many of the weeks during this season, but this week I'm especially mad because we lost to our crosstown rival, the Jets.
The Jets.
He said we had a chance to win it with a field goal or run out the clock on a 4th and 1. I elected to go for the field goal to put us up by 6 with about 30 seconds left in the game. And our kicker, Graham Gano, shanked it. Easy one inside 30 yards. Jets were able to run down the field and score their field goal to put it into overtime, and then they beat us in overtime. I'm mad. That's how he ends it. He just says, I'm mad in capital letters.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
hard for a coach to put a lot of words into like a loss and being mad. It sucks.
Yeah. So, you know what? Hang in there, Brian. You get your quarterback this week. He's going to come back, and, he'll hopefully be able to turn things around for you. And just keep plugging away, man. You've had some close games here recently, so, just haven't swung.
He
Oh,
probably
boy.
doesn't want to see this. Corey.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, Jack,
Wow, there's cobwebs on that one.
cobwebs. Jack was.
You
a
might have to
huge-
hold that up higher
when-
to get it in the
Jack was a
screen
huge
here.
Brett Favre fan, right? So even when he retired and then came back and went to the
Right
Jets,
here, yeah.
so you got Favre in the Jets uniform there. I don't have really any Jets stuff, but
Please stay up there.
Jack cried when Brett retired.
Oh,
so
wow.
that helped him out. That when he unretired and played for the Jets, it was like, okay,
I'm not
Jack,
sure this is going to make Dable happier.
Too bad, so sad, Dable. Like you know what I mean? It's kind of an old. I think this was another Coach Donovan thing that he said one time to an opposing team when they were mad after the game because they lost. He
Ooh,
said,
I like these.
You just say, "Get better,
Oh, yes, I have heard that one.
get better." Well, what else? are you
Hey,
gonna,
get better. Sorry.
Don't be mad. Just get better.
Right.
Right.
Yep. So get better, Brian.
There's your sign.
Thank you.
Brett Favre and the Jets uni.
Well, thanks for writing in. A couple of celebrities. We got the I'm
sure.
Mad done. I'm not really
Well,
upset
are we
about
done?
anything.
You're not mad?
I'm not that. No, I'm good.
You know, before
I'm good.
before this polls came out, I was going to talk about how I'm the anti-Matt because going down to Southern Oregon University.
Really? Oh, you were a happy boy down
Everybody
there,
was
huh?
so nice. People are, you travel around and like it's, sometimes our country gets into being I'm mad, right?
Right.
And we do for fun have this I'm mad, kind of part of the show. But
Yeah.
sometimes I think it's like kind of do the anti I'm mad. And my
Right.
wife and I had a great time in Southern Oregon. There were
Awesome.
some nice people. Obviously, a lot of Montana people traveled. Fun to see them and meet. But everybody was saying like, it was kind of, Ashland, Oregon's a cool town. I'd like to mountain bike the heck out of that place.
Do it.
Went into a bike shop and
Cool.
they've got amazing stuff. But, it's fun to like just see people being nice and happy to each other. And
Right.
even the opposing team, I met he's an athletic director. He's not the athletic director, but he's somewhere
In the
underneath
athletic
there.
department.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was congratulating, just me wearing my Saints gear and
Oh, cool.
stuff like that. So that's really cool.
Nice.
It's fun to see.
You don't always get that from opposing teams, right? Or fans or any of that stuff,
Have
right?
you-
There's
have-
been times where you've been mad at the...
Have you ever been to Butte?
I have.
Okay, well, if
A
you're
little
a
different, huh?
Saints fan, it's a little different going to Montana Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
happens. They just need to lighten up a little bit.
Well, I think that helped lighten it up near the end of I'm Mad. So hopefully
feeling
Taylor
better.
feels better. You feel better. Brian, hope you feel better. And with that, maybe we've got a really cool friend joining us this week, Tony. So do you think we should bring her in and introduce her to everyone?
Oh, we definitely should bring her in. Superstar
All right.
Kit.
Let's do
Fun.
it.
Okay. Hey, Trailside Dukes. On to our next segment. And we have an awesome guest with us today for Cool Friends. It is Macie Lilliquist. Macie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me.
For sure.
So starting off, you just finished off your soccer season. Some pretty big news came out today, right?
Yes.
What was it? Go ahead. You can say what you are, what you earned.
I made All League this year for, I guess, the Northwest for around here. So, yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's a big deal. Yeah. So All League, you guys talk about your season, like, because it wasn't like some of the seasons in the past,
Yeah.
right? You guys had some arduous things. You like that word, Corey?
Well, that's a
Arduous.
big word for you,
I know.
Tony. Well, I'll drink to that.
Right. So some arduous things that you guys had to fight through. Talk about the season and how it went.
Yeah, so, I mean, first off, it's really hard to have a pretty decent team with 5 freshman players who are starting. And so our main focus and our motto for the season was make a choice, which was a quote from Matt Ruckty, my head coach for Lake City. And every day we had to come and make a choice because we started off, I think, 0 for 2, or we went 0 for 1, then we were 1 and 1, and then 1 and 2, and we just couldn't get above 500. So it was a struggle at first, but because the freshmen were just, Matt did a really good job, honestly, and he trained them to know the difference between working hard and playing your hardest, because some players just don't really know that. So that was a big part of our season, was figuring out how could us seniors make it better for the freshmen to learn how to play at this level.
Yeah. Yeah. So coaching, leadership, you were a team captain. All comes into play, Corey. You know what I mean? Like when you're playing pickleball, you need somebody like giving you leadership. You know how to work
when
hard.
I have you out on the court, I
know
have
how
to
to
show
play
you
hard.
how to do everything, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I get it.
Right. Right. For
Maybe that's a
sure.
little different, but I'm sure, when you have half of your squad, out there on the field and, they're new like that, it's a big learning curve for them, right? Where the others that have been on the team in any sport, you're coming back in as a returner and you already have kind of that culture already kind of established with some of those other players. You know what to expect from other players, like when you're running a through ball or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Overlapping, or you just know where the person's going to be, you know their speed. You get new people into the equation, and it's half the starting squad. That's going to look a little different on the field to try to get things figured out. And I'm sure, Matt had to figure stuff out with formations and what worked best for each player's ability to be able to make it work as a team. Huge accomplishment to be able to come back from that kind of record and make it all the way to state. So tell us about state, the trip down there, your last run.
Yeah.
Go through all the emotions for us.
So, I'll start with winning our district championship game because it took a lot for us to even get there. So rewind to the beginning of the season, we didn't even know if we were going to make it to state. Our focus was to win another game. So when we got to our district championship game, we pretty much just said, this is all or nothing. So we worked our asses off, and right after our main focus was then to win state or to just win one game at a time. And so right before we left, we all just said, hey, we're going to give 100% and we'll see how that goes. So the bus ride, we get on the bus. We shared the bus with the boys this year, so it was fun, but one of the kids got sick on the bus, so it was...
Oh, boy.
On the way down?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Like diarrhea?
I think he got car sick, so that was just... that wasn't very fun, but...
Could you smell it?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I actually almost put my hand in the trash bag that had throw up in it.
Why would you put your hand in the trash?
I didn't know, because I had trash. Because it's like a trash bag.
Oh, so you're throwing the trash away, you're getting down in there. Make sure it's
slammed down.
properly trashed.
But right when we got on the bus, the best part was our team was just, we were all united, and everyone was there to have fun, there to win a game, and give 100%, and it was just really cool to see everyone come together. So
You guys played hard, you gave it your all.
Yeah.
You guys were close.
Yeah.
Right?
Really
Those
close.
were tight games.
Yeah. Yeah, the competition down there is definitely different. We were playing number 2 seed our first game, and we lost by 1, but it was a battle. It wasn't just them 100%.
Right.
For the whole game, we were battling, and second game we played, I don't know if they were 6 seed or 4 or 5, I can't remember, but they scored a goal the second half, and it was a good goal, but it just wasn't our day, so yeah.
Well, nothing to hang your head on that season. From where you guys came from and how you guys played to the end and winning districts, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Macie, when you play, do you ever just throw an elbow into somebody, just hard? Are you a rough player?
I would not say I'm dirty, no, but I definitely have my moments where I can get physical, but I've never got, a yellow card for tackling someone or doing anything.
Do you get that physicality more from your mom or your dad?
Both.
Both.
Oh.
You wouldn't think my mom, because she's the nicest lady ever, but you don't want to get on her bad side.
Right. I don't think I've ever seen her upset. Mm-hmm. I often see your dad upset. He gets mad about the weirdest stuff sometimes, and I just don't understand it, but he's kind of a different character. For the people that don't know, maybe share with them and our Dukes crew listeners what position you play on the team, because I don't think we talked about that.
Yeah, so for Lake City, I play outside back, so I play right by the center backs on the back line, so defense. Yeah,
so if you did throw an elbow, it's kind of like, hey, you're in our area.
Yeah,
right.
You need and refs can definitely see right then and there.
You're a smart player. But you got to be vocal, right?
Yeah.
You got to be
absolutely.
With the teammates. Are you ever vocal with the refs?
I did get in trouble one game for yelling at the refs.
Macie?
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh, give us a rundown of that. How did that work out?
It was our district championship game, and it was a really big moment. It could have been a really big play for Lewiston. It was a goal-scoring opportunity, and one of their best players, her name was Avery, and she was dribbling, and I purposely shielded her out from the ball, and it went out of bounds, and he said that it was in, and they got a corner, and corners are set plays, which are really difficult.
Yep.
One, to defend, and two, it's a goal-scoring opportunity. So, I mean, I was
Shouldn't
pretty...
have been a corner.
No, I was pretty upset, and so was a lot of players, but I did get a yellow for that, so I had to go off the field, but halftime came along, and I went and talked to all the refs and apologized. But yeah, that was, I have done that before.
That's cool character. You were mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was mad.
Yeah. You were mad. It happens. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So, we've talked about that part. Macie, like, if you think about your career and, like, freshman, right? And you had you played with a lot of impressive players at Lake City because they've gone all over the country to play college soccer. Do you have, like, someone that was your biggest influence or a mentor as you were kind of growing up in the Lake City soccer program?
Yeah, so, I mean, I had a couple, actually, but my biggest one, her name is Elliot Corda. She's a soccer player at WSU Washington State. And she was a transfer from, I think she was from Bellevue, Washington, and everyone at first was very intimidated for her, or just kind of scared of her because she was that one from Washington. I don't know, Idaho versus Washington, it's always competition. So when Elliot came, everyone was just like, I don't know who this girl is. She seemed kind of cocky, but Elliot was always the type of player to give 110%, whether if she was playing really good, really bad, she would always just give 110% to our team and to our coaches and to the game of soccer. So my junior year and her senior year, we became really close because that was my first year, like, playing pretty much the whole time on the team, and I had some confidence issues for sure. I mean, sophomore year was tough. I played pretty much the same amount of minutes on varsity as my freshman, so it was a little bit of a mental battle for me to bounce back, and Elliot was the one that really helped me get through it, and she was just mentally tough. Whether she was or really wasn't, she just always acted like she was, and to me that was something huge. And
that's awesome. Good shout out to Elliot.
Yeah.
Okay, go Cougs.
Go Cougs.
Elliot. Remember that? You know what movie that's
Yeah,
from?
E.T. I got it.
Yeah. All right. He's still kind of sharp, Macie. He's still with it.
I like it.
That's awesome, Macie.
Yeah.
Yep, I bet you were a mentor to those younger players. You know what I mean? I'm sure in whatever years, those freshmen, all of them that were on your team, are going to say, Macie Lilliquist had an impact on me. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I hope so.
Fun.
Pretty cool.
Is there a funny story? Just like a sports, something funny?
Yeah, so this year was pretty funny because it was pretty common. So every practice we get done, and Matt makes us take PKs just for practice, really. I mean, for fun too. But there's a couple players who would go up to shoot PKs, and we have a little spot that's, if you go over the spot, then you just slip. So when some players on our team were shooting, they would kick the ball and then slip on their butts in front of the whole team, and it was really funny to watch. Really funny.
Kind of like sliding into second base, they'd kick and just shoot.
Yeah. Yep.
I bet that would be
So I think
funny.
that was a really funny thing, and I had a pretty good relationship with one of our assistant coaches, Nick Beardstrom. He was actually my bus driver when I was in kindergarten.
Wow.
Fun fact. So, yeah, we kind of go back. But him and I would always mess with each other, and I think one day I was complaining about my stomach, and for some reason I said my tummy hurt. So right after practice I get a text, and it's like a GIF. I don't know if you know what that is, but
I do, Macie, but we'll explain it to Corey. It's like a little graphic thing on a text, and it's got like animation on it.
And it said, my
think I've
tummy
seen
hurts. And so after he sent me that, him and I would just always just laugh about it. But I think it was more funny in the moment, and
For
if you
sure.
were there. But
That's awesome.
I will definitely remember that. Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
Tummy.
So, moving forward, what does the future hold for you? What is it looking like after graduation and everything? You're growing up.
I am.
Yeah.
I mean, the only goal I have is to really get a good education so I can have a good life ahead of me. But I'm going to attend college. I don't know where that is yet. I don't really know what I want to do, but I love helping people and I love kids, so maybe it'll have something to do with that. I'm not sure. And
you've had some experiences, right, recently. Can you talk about that? Because there's some pretty cool community stuff, with your future goals. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so last summer I worked at Northwest Specialty Hospital in Post Falls, Idaho, and that was super cool because I got to see what it was like to be a CNA or an RN or pretty much just a nurse who helps people after surgery. And that was super huge because I was 16 at the time working with people over the age of 30. And that was just really cool to see nurses especially how much they care about their patients. And so to me, that really inspired me to be a better person. So that was super, super cool. And I'm actually working on working back there, hopefully for my senior project, to do some nutrition stuff as well.
That's awesome. Yeah. Northwest Specialty Hospital, right? Rick Rasmussen, CEO, does a ton. Like Maya Reitz has interned there, and Northwest Specialty Hospital has helped a school where I work at Elevate Academy North with our medical assisting. Rick does so much for the community.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty cool, and him giving like younger people like that those experiences, that's phenomenal.
Yeah,
that's
it was
big deal.
super cool. Yes.
Yep.
So we like to ask all of our guests some kind of like life credo they have or something. Give us something sounding super smartish, that you like to live by. What are some
pressure?
No,
what are some
I have
words?
one.
Give me something philosophical and words of wisdom that you like to live by.
Well, I mean, I actually got this one from my dad, and I've lived
pick another
by
one.
it.
Pick another one then.
No, this one.
Okay.
This one's good, and this is how it got me to be where I'm at today, truthfully. I go by the quote, or I guess you'd say motto, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard. So that is something I will always stick by. Yeah.
Where do you think your dad got that from?
Some colleague that probably called him out for, I don't know.
Right.
Something.
He wasn't working hard enough.
Right.
Sounds about right.
It's a cool philosophy. That can take people a lot of places for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Macie, you're a superstar kid. I know everybody that knows you is super proud of you.
Thank you.
I've known you since you were a little baby, and it's just awesome to see the young adult that you're growing into. Pretty fun.
Thank you so much.
Pretty fun.
And even though it feels like a finish line, it's really the start, right? It's just kind of like, I always tell people, it's like going to a Bloomsday race. You get ready to get up to the starting line, and you're crowded in there, and then your section gets to go, but then you don't cross the starting line until like 10 minutes later, and then it's like, oh, okay, now we're starting.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're going to do great, though.
Oh,
Thank you.
Sure. I will. One last thing, Macie, because I know Jack's last football game in high school, like, I was balling. Who balled more, mom or dad?
My mom, I don't know. I think my dad did more in secret for sure.
Yeah, I could see that.
But my mom did.
Yep, it's hard.
A lot.
Yep, it's hard.
But I think both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they're human.
Did you ride with them on the way back from state,
Yeah,
or did you take the bus?
No, I went back.
Okay.
I actually I rolled my ankle in the last game, so it was pretty swollen. So I decided to ride home with my parents, and everyone kind of did their own thing too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Well, you're a warrior.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us inside the Trailside Dukes studio here live.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Fun. Okay.
Wait. No, I got to sign off. You always try to leave. All right. Well, thanks for joining us again for another session of Trailside Dukes.
All right then. Happy Halloween.
Yep, we got Halloween tomorrow night as we shoot this, but everybody stay safe. And any last words before we sign off here, Tony?
I do.
Okay, go for it.
I don't remember eating any corn, Corey.
Okay, thanks.
Right.